guys, welcome back. It is Malik, and we are going to get into the crypt levels. We're going to hit 3 of these. Well, 2, maybe 3. Because crypt level 1, you don't need me for this one. Of course, we're getting into decryption, so I'm sure they can go incredibly difficult, but you should be able to look at this following text and be able to come up with the password. There's really no hints I can give you without spoiling the whole thing. I think this is just a test to see if you can look at something. So just study this text, and you should be able to very easily pull out the password. So I'll give you just a sec. Again, I wish I could give you a hint, but I don't really think you need one. Study it for a sec, and then we'll type it in and move on to level 2. Okay. So of course what we're looking at is basically just text has been reversed. Text is written backwards. If you read it from the bottom up and from right to left, it says, hello, welcome to the crypt levels on HackThis. These levels are all about decryption and logic. You will need to employ a lot of brain power to complete this level. Enter this pass. And then it has the password, which of course is typed backwards. So the password would be WOOCRYPT. Just text written backwards. Click submit, and you're right through the first script. Alright, let's hit next level. It's taking it a second to load. Okay, so not so easy to figure out, because it kind of looks like a whole bunch of garbage letters. Now, I remember way back when, my mom used to drag me off to the grocery store, and I'd hang out with her, but I'd always go to the magazine aisle, and I'd pick out the books with crossword puzzles and things like that. There were always these cryptogram puzzles in there, to where they gave you a long list of blanks, and they had letters underneath of them that didn't mean anything until you started figuring out what each letter stood for. One letter stood for another letter. And once you started figuring out smaller words, they help you figure out medium words, which help you figure out larger words. These are what we call rotation ciphers. And if you haven't, played around with rotation ciphers or understand rotation ciphers, if you take a look on my channel, I do have some videos that I posted a while back, but they take you through monoalphabetic ciphers, polyalphabetic ciphers, polygraphic ciphers, from some of the very simple to some of the most complex. And these type of ciphers are definitely shown in there. Well, let's just see what the hint says, because sometimes you may need a hint on ciphers, so you're going to be guessing forever. Okay, they give you a date range. See what cipher was used in that date range. And that should help you figure this out. Now, you can use, there are websites that can help you figure this out, or you can do it the hard way. It's good to know how to do it the hard way, of course. We don't want to waste that much time. So if you have a website that can do it for you, find one that can do it. Other than that, yeah, use a website, but it's kind of fun to figure it out on your own. Okay, so look at that, see if you can come back with the type of ciphers. Okay, this type of cipher is typically what we know as a rotation cipher or a Caesar cipher. The Caesar cipher is the most common rotation cipher, typically called like a rot n, because we don't know how many times it's going to rotate. Just quickly so you can see how rotations work. If these are our letters right here of our plain text, there's another group of text underneath of it, and if we tell it to rotate 3, that's going to slide these down 1, 2, 3, to where all of your A's become D's, all of your F's become I's, all of your M's become P's, all of your T's become W's, all of your Z's become C's. Or a rotation -3 would just reverse it the other way, where A's become X's, Y's become, or B's become Y's, U's become R's. So you can set multiple rotations, typically a rot 3, a rot -3, a rot 13, or your most default ones. So what we should be able to do here is, if we look for something like a rot 3, there you go, rot 3 cipher decrypt. There we go. Yeah, this is the one that I was playing with. So we just copy it, and we can paste it inside of here. And then you tell it the rotation to use. Now it defaults to a 13, that's the most common. See, that's the Caesar. But again, I mean, if we want to keep it a 13, we can tell it to decrypt. We can see what it comes up with. And it comes up with guesses over here. And you just find one that actually makes sense. This is a great site because it uses characters. Some will use characters and numbers. Some will use characters, numbers, special symbols. But right here, I can see that this one, welcome back. This level is not as easy as the last, but still not too challenging. So go ahead and enter this pass. Shift that letter. So the password is shift that letter. No spaces. Just no spaces here. And see, you can truly tell it's a rot. The problem with rots are, see this word here, Pixivletter. See how the E's are all I's and the L's are X's? Rotations are pretty easy to break, even if you have to brood them. Submit that, and we're through. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. This one's not a hard one either. You should pretty know right off the bat what this is. Now, if you were in the Navy or something, Coast Guard, whatever, you may be able to just read that straight like that. I'm not. I wasn't. I can't. I can look it up, yes, but why do that? So if you don't know what that is, it's just a series of dots and dashes. If you need to look that up to figure out what that is, go ahead and do that. I'll give you a second. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am going to a Morse code converter. And again, unit conversion, which are fine. Translator, decoder. And we'll see if the decoder works. I'm going to say convert it to text. There you go. Hi, thanks to Samuel Morse, the transmission of telegraphic information was standardized. He used dots and dashes to create a standard way of communication. He has helped you today to get the pass. Thank you, sir. So how about thank you, sir? Done. So we have hit 3 crypt challenges, in less than just a couple of minutes. So we'll leave it at that, and I will come back maybe later on today, or maybe tonight, and we'll knock out a couple more crypts, and then who knows, maybe move into the forensics, or maybe the sequel, or maybe even the reels. Who knows where we're going to go next. So, okay, my friends, again, if you like the videos, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. There is the link to donations if you feel so inclined to do that. I am trying to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers, although I'm very, very pleased with the 800 people that I have on this channel right now. I am very pleased with that. You guys have been amazing. I appreciate your comments. So please continue to let me know what I can do that you're looking for. I've got a whole lot of plans of things that I want to do. I just got to figure out how to pull them off. But alright, my friends, until next time, when we jump into the rest of these crypts, have a great one.